Hi everybody, before we start this video, I want to assure you I am not a financial advisor. I do not give out financial advice. I'm just telling you what I've done to transfer one of my kind of pension plans, transferred it over to a SIPP, which trades kind of Bitcoin or a derivative of Bitcoin. It's called an ETN. So I just want to assure you I am not a financial advisor. Do not listen to me. Speak to your own financial advisor. If you're thinking about this, I'm just going to show you exactly what I've done. Hi everybody, I've been asked to do a video about, I've been talking about pension funds and how we can, particularly British pension funds, and how we can actually buy Bitcoin for our pension funds. Now there's a specific type of fund called a SIPP. It's a self-invested pension plan. And what you do, you can buy and sell shares and keep them in your SIPP account for your pension. You cannot take the money out of your pension until pensionable age, which is now in the UK. You can start taking it back at 55, and at 55 years old you can take 25% of the full amount of the kind of pension what it's valued at, and you can take 25% out tax free, then you're charged tax after that, and you can do that every year if you want. So this is why the SIPP is so kind of interesting to British kind of pension holders. So if you're not British, this is not really going to apply to you, but if you are British, just pass this around to people that are interested in kind of, you can do it in Bitcoin, you can do it in Ethereum. Hopefully you can be able to do an XRP and Litecoin soon as well, and I'm going to show you a bit about that as well. So I'm going to jump over and show you what this is all about. Okay, so this particular SIPP is with Hargreaves and Lansdown, and you can sign up for them. You just go to Hargreaves Lansdown, hl.co.uk, and register with them. Once you've registered, you can sign up, and then you can find out the details of this. Now, this particular account, or this particular share that you're going to be doing, is called an ETN, which is an exchange traded note. Now, I have to warn you, I'll show you this first, and I'm going to warn you about it after, because I want you to have all the details here. So we've got XBT, this is the one I've got, XBT AB and Bitcoin Tracker 1. So you've got a Euro Tracker as well, it tracks in euros. You've got Tracker 1 as well, which will just be in your currency, which will be GBP. But you've got Euro 1 as well. So this is the cost of it just now, and this is quoted in Swedish krona. It's quoted in Swedish krona. So if you're in the UK and you see SEK, you wonder what the hell that's all about. It's listed in Stockholm, so it's a Swedish krona. It's listed in, that's the price of it. 504 Swedish krona at the moment, and that's how much it's worth just now. So as we can see, this is an ETP, but it's saying this share is XBT, and we'll go into the website later on about that. Structure is an ETN, so it's an exchange traded note. Now the replication model is a commodity. It's a currency physically held, so they do actually buy. Usually with ETNs they don't actually physically buy. But with this particular ETN, they do physically buy Bitcoin, so it should be fully backed. So there shouldn't be as much risk as a normal would with an ETN, because normally with an ETN, if you're going to buy an ETN, there's a lot of risk in the fact that if they kind of default or if they can't make the payments and they've not got a guarantor, you're going to lose all your money. And the guarantor in this case is going to be Hargreaves Lansdown. So unless Hargreaves Lansdown goes kind of bust as well at the same time as this company goes bust, then you should be okay. But it's still a risk, and it's a risk level 7 for here. So it's, as I said, it's in Sweden. It's a Swedish product. This is a website. So this is XBT provider, a CoinShares company. So simple access to Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, and XRP via your existing broker or bank. So this, you can go to the website and check out all about it from the CoinShares company and learn about ETPs as well, what it's all about. And as I said, you've got a Bitcoin tracker, you've got an Ethereum tracker, Litecoin tracker, and XRP tracker. However, with Hargreaves Lansdown, we can only buy the two of them. That's the Ethereum one and the Bitcoin one at the moment. And this might change in the future, so you might be able to get another one in the future as well, and possibly a safer one as well. Now what I also want to show you is I'm going to jump over and show you, this is a key information products. This is a KID that everybody has to provide on Hargreaves Lansdown. So we've got a rating here of 7. So a rating of 7 is the highest risk you can take when taking an ETN out or a product out from this company. So typically higher reward, but much higher risk as well. A, because it's cryptocurrency obviously, and B, because it's an ETN, an exchange traded note. So you've not got any real comeback on this if everything goes wrong. It has been going since February 2019, so you might want to definitely look into it first and speak to somebody about it, speak to your financial advisor about it, who'll probably say do not touch it, but if you want to do it, you can do it. And I'm going to tell you kind of about how to do that as well. Okay, so once you've signed up for Hargreaves Lansdown account, you've registered. I'm just going to sign in just now, and you're not going to see this bit. Okay, so this is when once you've signed up, once you've got an account, I've got my account kind of details open there. It's just to show you here exactly what you can do. Transfer your pension now. So click on transfer your pension now. And it's called pension, self-invested. This is one you want to trade it to. Once you open a self-invested personal pension, which is a SIPP, you can click on next. What you need to know, blah, blah, blah. It tells you all that. The type of pension, you'll need your policy number, the approximate value of the pension, etc. Continue with that. So that's all the details you'll need. And then it'll have a drop-down list. So you'll have a drop-down list of all the pension plans that are available to kind of transfer over. So you can pick one of these. Whatever one is your pension plan. It might be a works pension plan as well that you can transfer over as well, and you'll get the kind of value of it. And you'll have to put in the policy number, the pension name. This is really important. I tried to transfer one of the pensions over, but it was slightly wrong, the pension name, because I've got different products. So you have to be careful of that as well. Pension type, you have to be careful of this as well. So make sure you're picking the right type, sorry. So it could be a personal pension, stakeholder pension, occupational plan, group personal pension, approximate value. It's not partial transfer, you're going to transfer all of it if you're going to do that. And is this pension in drawdown? Which you're not in drawdown, you won't be taking it out just now. And you've read all the details, and let them do the rest. So it'll ask your investment instructions. So after that, it'll just say, okay, what do you want to do once the money's transferred? Do you want to buy it straight away, or do you want to kind of put it into cash first of all? Put it into cash just so you can buy the Bitcoin at the correct price, because it might have shot up by the time everything gets transferred over. So it might have gone up $3,000, $4,000 or something. It'll take about maybe a week to organise the transfer once you've got the details there. And that's it, as simple as that. That's to transfer over. And then what I would suggest doing is keeping an eye on every month, just keeping an eye on what's happening with your kind of pension that you've transferred over into your SIPP. And then with this particular fund, the XBT fund, I would keep an eye on it every month and keep an eye to see if anybody else is offering a kind of Bitcoin SIPP as well, where you can transfer into the SIPP. So what you could do, you could transfer this. I'm just going to see. It's going to log out here. So say for example in a year's time there might be a plethora of companies offering to buy and sell Bitcoin and you can put it into your SIPP, but it might be a more kind of stable and a less risky company. This is quite risky, I'd say, still, and you might want to sell all of these. So you could sell everything that you've got at the current price, and the cash will go into your SIPP, and then you can buy another one to kind of keep in your SIPP. So you can't transfer it out of your SIPP before you're 55 years old. And that's in the UK. So that's just a very, very quick overview of what you can do to buy Bitcoin and put it into your SIPP account if you want to keep it for the long term. Now, the benefits of doing this, obviously, there's lots of benefits of doing this. If you think Bitcoin is going to go up, say to 100,000, 200,000, 300, 500,000 next 5 years or something, then this is perfect for you. Depends when you're going to draw your pension. Definitely speak to a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you kind of what I've done and sharing with you what I've done as well. But I think this could be quite good. Your pension is sitting there just now, and it might not be going up much, or it might be losing money every year as well. I've checked mine, and mine's has actually done okay. My financial advisor has been really good, and he's kind of invested in a product that has been really good. It's been up over 34% over the last 3 years, which is good compared to a lot of kind of pension funds. So I'm quite happy with that. But I'm going to transfer it over. Another one has been not done so well. It just keeps on going up by negative percentage per year. Actually, I'm not losing money, but on paper I'm not losing money, but with the cost and rate of inflation, etc., I would be losing money. So I would definitely look into it. Speak to your financial advisor. They're probably going to tell you it's not worth it, it's too much of a risk. But if you're risk averse and you want to kind of look for bigger gains, it possibly could be for you, but you just have to be really careful, as I said. What you can also do instead, if you don't want to transfer a pension over, say you've got a good pension and you don't want to transfer it over, you can still set up another SIPP account. You could do another SIPP account and just transfer money into each month and just buy this fund every single month. You can set it up whereby you just deal it, and you can buy and sell it just like a kind of deal. You can deal here. It says if you want to deal, you can buy and sell it just like a shares on the stock market. So you could transfer, or you could buy, say, £200 every month of this and put it into your SIPP account, and it's just like dollar cost averaging. So you don't have to transfer a pension over. You could just buy it just as normal, and there's less risk there. So you're not going to risk your full pension, and you just want to say save up £200 a month, but you don't want to keep an eye on the markets. You don't want to trade. You can do it this way. So if you put in £200 a month, which is going to be over £2,400 a year, after 5 years, it's going to be 10,000. It's going to be 12,000 plus whatever the price of Bitcoin is at the time as well. Multiply by that, and it could be worth a pretty sum after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is. So you can do that as well. So I'm not saying get everything and get all your pensions over to this plan. You could set up a normal SIPP account and just transfer money in as well. You can do cash as well. It doesn't have to be transferring of your pension fund as well. So just remember that as well. Okay, any questions, let me know down below this video, and I'll try and answer as best I can. And that's it. I'll speak to you soon. Namaste. Take care.